We got time on our side. We're in a state of hope. I need you on my fire. I want you to know that every time you're away, I long for you so much I can find my way. We got everything here, at least to stay alive. And the time that we share makes it all worthwhile. Got this place on our own. Do you feel that we got something strong? And I saw you walking the line, and the truth may come and
I'm so high, so high. They told me to sit back, don't make a sound, don't go to the unknown. But I'm too curious for that. Might be a little crazy, I don't mind. I like the way it feels. No need to set off the
Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Desert Adventures in Arizona, coming to you live from the Ironwood Forest National Monument here in southern Arizona. Hope everybody's having a great Monday so far, and I hope you had a great weekend. Let's see who's here. Gracie and Jacques Adventures were first in the house. Good morning, Gracie and Jacques. Gracie and I were chatting a little bit, and I guess she's getting ready to head north here very soon. Headed to the meetup up at Lake Isabella. Christina is here. Hello, from the Dyson's Crazy Adventures. Good morning. Sounds like Christina's got some sick kids in the house, so hopefully they get better soon. First member in the house is Jolly Matilda. Good morning, Tracy. Good morning. Thanks for being here. Let's see. Steve and Tina are here. Good morning. For all the way from Canada. Watched their live stream yesterday. Always fun. Old Man King Homestead is here. Good morning, Peter. Good to see you. Looks like it's warming up there where Peter is. That's always good. Scrolling. Everybody's saying hello. RG Arizona Homestead is here. Good morning. We are doing well and hope you are too, RG. Always enjoying watching RG's Animals at the Waterhole videos. Scrolling. CR View, another channel member. Roy and Becky's Travels, channel members. Good morning, guys. Good to see you. They're up in Quartzsite, full-time nomads. Been in Quartzsite all winter, and they're in the process of packing up, getting ready to head north, up into the pines where it's cooler. Let's see, scrolling, make sure I didn't miss anybody. Lillian's here. Good morning, Lillian. Thanks for being here. Everybody's saying hello. Moderators, any links you want to drop, go right ahead. Feel free. Especially those that are channel members. I think channel members can put the exclamation point in and type out your channel name all in lowercase, and it will do a link for you automatically. Arvine with G is here. Good morning, G. Good to see you. G, where are you at nowadays? I haven't seen you around lately. And Jay is here, working but listening. Good morning. I watched one of her videos over the weekend. She did kind of a safety discussion, drive stream as she was cruising along, going to visit her folks. Always interesting videos and was very informative. Yeah, Steve and Tina do trivia on their live stream, and they come up with some interesting questions. Dirk Claude Metal Detecting is here. Hello. Good to see you. That reminds me, Dirk Claude, I think you came over from another channel that we usually watch just prior to me. And thanks for being here. Really appreciate it. Catherine Cook is here. Good to see you. Oh, RG has started seeds yesterday. That's good. My wife Oki has got her garden going. No worries, Catherine. Got to take care of the family. Jaws Jr. is here. One Jaws Jr. just put up a new video on some rocks that he found up in the forest. I've got that on my playlist to watch. Looks like a good one. Scrolling. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. Yeah, we understand, Ann. Just appreciate you running us while you're working. Somebody's got to work so that us retired folks can continue to live in the life that we are accustomed to. Mel and Nettie. Nettie's birthday is today. Happy birthday, Nettie. Oh, Becky's having trouble. Becky's over in Indiana. That's the better half of Roy and Becky's travels. She's over there getting some medical stuff taken care of, but she has a hard time breathing over there. That's tough. Hopefully she doesn't have to stay too much longer, Roy. There's CR Views channel. They just put a video up a couple of days ago. It's getting kind of thin up there in Quartzsite where they're camping. That's your sick one, Christina. I took today off to keep an eye on Dana. I don't know why it's doing that. There we go. It's running a little slow this morning. Work, right, Gracie? Yeah, we're done with that. In the Reno area, selling things to be able to be a full-time on the road again. Okay, that's good, G. Getting rid of more stuff. There's Gracie and Jacques channel. Thanks for posting that. So Scott is saying that day was incredible, finding these treasures abandoned by others. The widow asked me to come take them all. Wow, that's cool. We have to watch that one. 4 of us left here at the spot. It's like the TV show Survivor. Yeah, as it warms up, we're seeing people start to pack up and move out from where we live out here in the Ironwood Forest National Monument. And I think very soon, Okie and I will start patrolling the campgrounds and picking beer cans and trash up. Hey, check out this cup. My granddaughter is really good at art, and the school had a fundraiser where you could buy a cup or you could buy a mouse pad or a couple other things with your kid's artwork on it. And we bought this cup, and I bought a mouse pad, which I really like. And this is Hallie's artwork. This is green. Where am I? This is green right here. It's showing up with the green screen, but this is Hallie's artwork. And they put it on these really cool things you can buy, and makes a little money for the school. And we get a little memento. Bad Idea Lab popped in. Good morning. Yeah, they're pretty cool. So Christina's dad came home with a rock from Arizona. He's learning to cut them and turn them into jewelry. That's a big business down here, especially in January, February timeframe. They have the gem show down here, which is really interesting to walk through. Yeah, now we're doing the grandkids stuff. since our kids are up and out and they have their own kids, so we like to bring them over and spoil them. There's Steve and Tina Jules' channel. Be sure to check them out. Everybody's saying hello. So Grandma Kelly's got a sick kid at home, so keep her in your thoughts and prayers, please. She hasn't been doing live streams because she's been taking care of her son. And so keep her in your thoughts and prayers, please. I would love to do those shows in your area. You would like it, Scott. I mean, Tucson fills up with what? I think they estimate like 1 million people come in from all over the world. You could spend 2 weeks walking around looking at artifacts. They have all kinds of artifacts. They have lots of different types of rocks, gems, things that you can buy. If you're a wholesaler, you can buy wholesale and take them home. I mean, it's just incredible. Made me a beautiful ring for my birthday. That's really cool, Christina. There's Lillian posting Sandra's Hawkins Family Adventures link. And Sandra and Lily do a live stream. And there's Lily's channel. Peter's channel. Good stuff, good stuff. Yeah, definitely will be a keepsake. All right, was told to sit where we are by our boondocking mom. The places we go to in Flagstaff are still extremely muddy, she said. Okay. Yeah, they had a lot of rain up there. Bernay, hello, good morning. Thanks for coming in today. Hope you're doing well. And Sandra's got a new intro on her channel. Cool. So we're in late spring for Southern Arizona. I'm trying to get some video of cactus blooms, and I want to share with you guys what I've got so far. So go down here to my pictures. Check this out. That's a background there. Okay, it shows up as a background, but we've got lots of spring flowers out there. Cactus are starting to bloom now. Let me see if I can get that up to the top here. There's lupines. Lupines are blooming now. See what else I have here. Hedgehogs. So hedgehogs are a fairly small cactus that grow close to the ground. They're not very big, but they put off these beautiful flowers when they bloom. They only bloom once a year in the springtime, and then they're done. The blooms go away. These are purple owl's clover. So these are just probably 6 inches tall out in the desert. Here's a lupines again. And of course, we had poppies early in the year. I'm keeping this one so when it gets up in the hundreds, I'll bring this one up to stay cool. But this was out just west of us when we had a dusting of snow. So that's pretty cool. So I have my GoPro set up and I'm trying to capture a flower opening. This is my setup right here. So you can see the GoPro on a small stand. I have a battery pack there. And then if you look closely, you can see the flowers are just starting to open there. And so I have the GoPro set on time lapse, and I'm catching those flowers as they open up. Not easy to do. And I've had more failures than I've had successes. But I'll get it. So let's see here. I think I have one hedgehog bloom that I caught, the very first one. Here it is. Isn't that cool? That was one out in the front yard that I caught. And I'm trying to catch multiple flowers opening up and doing, again, that's a time lapse. So it takes one photo every 15 seconds. And it goes until the battery dies. Let me go back and see if I can catch up. Joy Blessed Life is here. Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. There's RG's channel. Multitasking. Thanks, Joy. Appreciate you being here. Yeah, I figured that out eventually. California super bloom is already so big and bright it can be seen from space. Wow, that's cool. Yeah, California got a lot of rain. Wish they would start up here in northern Arizona soon. You guys should be warming up there, so it shouldn't be too much longer. And Roy and Becky have a live stream today at 10 o'clock Arizona time. So right now it is 8:23 here in Arizona, so about an hour and 40 minutes. Ice Shoe Crafty Kids Club is here. Good morning, good morning. Thanks for joining us. It's evening where they are. Joy saying hello. Good morning, Rising with G. I had that question, how long did it take to catch the full bloom? I had that camera set up all day long. I set it up before sunrise, and I didn't go out and check it until probably around 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So it took a few hours before it even started. So probably 8 hours the camera was out there, taking a picture every 15 seconds all day long. And then when you put it in editing software, then you can play it like a regular video and it comes out like that. There's Ann's channel. Be sure to check her out. Scott's channel right there. Dave is here. Good morning, Dave. Good to see you. Dave's my neighbor over in Tucson. Hope you're doing well. Been working on a new trailer. Whoa, there's my daughter, Sheena. Good morning, Sheena. Sneaking in. We got you, Dave. No worries. Everybody's saying hello to Sheena. It's nice to have your kids watch your live streams, I don't know if she's ever watched a live stream. My grandkids have watched live streams. It's got to be a first time for everything, right? Welcome, Sheena. My daughter, Sheena, I love you. Joy, we just had the Pigeon Forge Spring Rod Run over the weekend. It was busy. Cool. I saw that video, Joy. I've got to watch it. Looks pretty cool. So Joy Blessed Life does live streams as they're walking around Pigeon Forge, and there's a lot of hot rod shows, car shows over there, which I always enjoy. And my daughter Sheena is watching and working. That's good. Don't work too hard. Hello, Sheena Shelton. So she may not say hello back, guys, because she's actually working. So I'll say hi for her. But Sheena, this is Tim, Gracie, and Crystal. See our view. Joy Bless Life. What do scorpions eat? We had one at camp yesterday, and it looked like it needed to sign up for Weight Watchers. Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know what they eat. Other scorpions, other bugs, because they have a stinger on them. Does the heat affect the battery pack or GoPro? It will shut down if it gets too hot. The GoPro will overheat, but it has to get pretty hot. All right, you're headed to Payson. Dave is headed to Payson. That's a good place to be. And there's Sheena saying hello to everyone. So Dave has a question for everybody in the chat here. My chat jumped, so I got to run back. Is there any problem with snow melt in Payson? Now, Roy was just saying, Roy and Becky were saying it's still muddy in Flagstaff, so it's probably muddy up in Payson too. Small Town Tourist is here. Good morning, good morning. I guess I missed you, and thank you, moderators and members, for welcoming everybody into the chat. There is Step Van Dan. Big hugs from Minnesota. Small Town Tourist, who's up there in the Mesa area, also a desert dweller. Scorpions eat crickets. Well, that's good. Good to know. I had a cricket in the house yesterday. I wonder if he was running away from a scorpion. Steve, was Sheena the daughter that was at Ironwood with us? Yes, yes. Sheena was there, and she had her daughter, Hallie, there with her too. Shaz73, good morning, good morning. She's over across the pond, and she does live streams while she's walking around. That's pretty interesting. What model GoPro? This is the Hero 7. I have a GoPro 7, and it has an extra battery pack that I charge up and plug in with it, and it works pretty good. I've had it a long time. The very first time I used it, I did a video under the water in the pond, in the koi pond. And I'm not sure if Ava is here, but that's her favorite video. Kill the crickets, stop the scorpions. Yeah. Dan saying hello. Chaz saying hello. So the mountain going up to Payson is probably too much for Honey. We thought about going there once. Roy, do you think that's pretty muddy up there too? So, would you be willing to assist me on some suggestions for doing live feeds? I have some specific questions and needs for a live show. Well, of course. It kind of depends on what you're looking for, Scott. If you're, I think it's important to interact with people in the chat, so I make that a priority over content. But doing live feeds, some specific questions and needs for a live show. That's a hard question to answer. I think you just jump in there and start doing lives and see who shows up, and then just kind of figure it out as you go. That's what I've done. There's Dirt Clod Metal Detecting. Check out their channel. No worries, Tracy. We have a lot of snow still in Ogden Canyon in Utah. Went up there yesterday. I lived in Ogden. Gee whiz, Christine. It was back in the late 70s, 78, 79. No, when was it? Yeah, it was back in the 70s, I think. Just for a couple years, about 18 months, was stationed at Hill Air Force Base there in Ogden. Beautiful place. Just loved it there. Didn't have any money to do anything but go to work. I have a Hero 10, need to learn how to use it. Yeah, they're nice cameras and they work really well once you learn how to use them. There's Shaz's channel. I hope my diabetes is under control. Doctor's appointment tomorrow. Well, we hope so too, Lillian. Take care of yourself. Not sure about whether Payson's muddy or not. Peter's channel. I can reach out offline and we can talk about some of the technical questions I have. Yeah, Scott, anytime you want to do that. If you want to send me an email and we can set something up, I'd be happy to do that. And I'm no expert, but I'm sure we can figure it out. My email is desertadventuresinarizona@gmail.com. There's Looter8 came in. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. There's Dan's channel, Step Van Dan's channel right there. Good. I had trouble with Quick App for GoPro on the PC when downloading. The Quick App screws up the download. You know what I learned, Steve and Tina, and I learned this from Van Life Rocks, Ray. He said, just take the card out of the GoPro. I was trying to download, using the software onto my phone, onto my laptop, and it took a long time. And yeah, it messes up the download. Take that little SD card out, little tiny SD card. You can actually pop it out of your GoPro after you shut it down, put it in your laptop, and then just copy and paste. That's how I do it. And thanks to Ray from Van Life Rocks for that idea. Sometimes we have to learn the obvious from other folks. There's Joy's channel. Oh yeah, flies are coming out. You must be getting the horse flies. There's Looter 8's channel. So my Hero 8 shut down after 5 to 10 minutes of filming. I wonder if it would be better on time lapse. That's what I use it for. Now, I'll mount it to the front of my Jeep when I'm out cruising around, and then I have the app on the phone, and I can monitor it while I'm driving, and it works pretty good that way. My opinion is at least the 7 is pretty stable. I don't have a whole lot of trouble with it. I don't know about the newer ones. I think the Hero 8 is about the same vintage as my 7. But there's Gracie and Jacques' channel. Oh, yeah. Another cool channel, Small Town Tours. He's been doing some shorts, and he packs a lot into his shorts. Very cool channel as he cruises around these old abandoned places. Oh, you're welcome, Scott. Just email me and we'll set something up. Thank you, Tim. There's my email right there. You have to remove the quick app from your PC. Okay. I just found popping the SD card out and into the PC and just copy and paste. There's Dave's channel. RG's. No worries, Lillian. I'm a little slow this morning. I woke up too early. I saw you early in the chat with Ava Potterfield and friends. And thanks, Ava, for the shout out this morning. Ava does a live stream on Monday mornings. She also has a couple other channels that I enjoy watching. Friday night, Thursday and Friday night, Doug and Ava's Place. She plays musical instruments, a lot of old-time tunes, Irish tunes, and it's always fun to watch them on Thursday and Friday nights. Wearing shorts for the first time this season. Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought it was a little brighter outside, Roy. That's probably why Elon Musk didn't blast off today, because it was too bright. There's Steve and Tina's channel. There's Aishu's channel. Whoa, look at this. We got Badge in the house. We're back in Canada now. It's hovering around 32 and 50 in a day. Wow. So Badge and Elle are back home again. Well, hope everything is fine when you got back home and you're not too cold. Rocky Mountain Life Prospecting, did I miss them coming in? If so, thank you very much for coming in. Left the card in the PC and went out to film without a card in the cope. Yeah, done that, been there, done that. Do you know what I do? I buy multiple cards, and when I take one out of the GoPro, I put a fresh card in right away. And so when I put it on the shelf, next time I grab it, it's got a card in it. So buy a couple extra cards, and that will help with that problem. That's how, because I did the same thing, guys. I did the same thing. I drove all the way out to the desert, didn't have a card. I've done that to my drone too. So I learned to put extra ones in. There's Roy and Becky's live coming up. Thanks, Lily, for posting that. There's Badge's channel right there. If you sub to Badge, you're going to enjoy it. Poor design for the GoPro 10. It was used to download last year from the cable with it. Yeah. I had trouble with even my 7. I had trouble downloading it. So pop that, you pop that door open and you'll see this disk in there, this SD card. Take that out and put it in a laptop, and you'll be surprised how easy it is. Oh, okay, Joy. Yeah, it doesn't work real well. Let me see. Can I make Joy a... Oh, you have a wrench, Joy. Okay, you tried to share the channels without wrenches. Okay, I'm with you now. Because I know you have a wrench, so you should be good. Thank you for doing that, Joy. I appreciate it. That's why they make heaters and insulated coveralls. Badge, Arizona, buddy. You know we don't need insulated coveralls down here. There's Box Fan D. I'll be work listening, so I can't type in the chat. Thank you, D, for being here. Appreciate it. D was my very first channel member. Always appreciated her support, and I do my best to get over there and watch her live streams, and she does the same for me. Always appreciated, D. We all love you. Yeah, she's a sweetheart. There's Bad saying hi to Dave and Sue. All right, take the quick app off the PC, then it will download from the cable. Okay. Everybody's saying there's Box Fan D's channel. Thank you, Joy. Very cool. All right, I'm looking through to see. I was going to show. Oh, yeah. I got a call from. Has anyone seen Ava in the chat yet? She must be. I know she's doing laundry today. But I got a call from my neighbor who's a bird watcher. And she called me and she said, hey, this nest that I've been watching has 2 birds in it. It was a hawk nest. And so I took the drone up there, and it was on a power pole. I took the drone up there and recorded this, and I uploaded this so I could show you today. So I think those are Swainson's hawks. Karen, my neighbor, is a bird watcher, very knowledgeable. She's been watching this nest for a while, and when these hatchlings came up, they stood up recently for the first time, and she got a really cool picture of them. And she called me 2 days ago and said, hey, they're standing up in the nest. So I took my drone out and went over that power line. Now, I retired from the local electric co-op, so I'm qualified around power lines, but I wouldn't recommend that you take a drone up close to a power line. What I did was I was off to the side, as you can see, about 75 feet, and then I zoomed in using the camera on the drone. And then when I put it in the editing software, I zoomed in again. And that's why the hawks are showing kind of on the bottom of the frame. I'm going to play it one more time so you can see what I'm talking about. So there's her two juvenile hawks, and she thinks they're both females because they're pretty large. But anyway, it's kind of neat to be able to catch them. And then they'll be leaving the nest soon. I'm sure mom and dad are busy feeding them right now. You catch up here. Susan Ski is here. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. Roy uses the cable also. Yeah, it didn't work on my MacBook. Just a pain in the butt. So I just take the disk out and that works pretty good. Allergy headache, I know. I've been dealing with allergies too. Oki and I are suffering with them. I was mowing this giant yard yesterday. That's that green stuff I hear about, that grass they call it. Is that what it is? Wee Wee Mike is giving Badge a hard time. Who is Badge? Wee Wee Mike says. Yeah, I was far enough away. We had that happen once. Yeah, these are juveniles, so they don't fly yet. They can't fly. I didn't want to scare them out of the nest, so I stayed far enough away, and I watched them through the camera of the drone, and just kind of watch their reaction. If they jumped up out of the nest, then I was going to back off. But I was quite a ways away. I don't even think they knew I was there. He's not a jerk. I know Badge. Don't call Badge a jerk. He's not a jerk. Badge is the mayor of Squatters Village. That's better. That's better. Thanks, Tracy. I enjoyed it. Yeah, we all have allergies, huh? If you don't have allergies, you're a lucky person. Got some good drugs. That's good. Yeah. What I do, Steve and Tina, is I'll actually take a pencil and go down there and just push on it and it'll pop out. And then you can take it out, but I remove the battery, then I push that, unlock it, and then it comes right out. Wow, you slept in, huh, Tracy? I've been awake since 5 a.m., went to sleep at 12:30. Yeah, that green stuff. I know Jolly Matilda's in Virginia, and when we lived there, we had the green stuff to mow too. Not fun, not fun. So, I was thinking back of different places we lived and different jobs that I had. Even in the military, when you change bases and you go different places, you have different positions and different jobs. And I've had some pretty good jobs and I've had some pretty bad jobs. I'm trying to adjust my light here a little bit. And I was thinking back on the good jobs and the not so good jobs. So I thought I would share with you guys probably the worst job I had was maybe the last 2 years. I was in the electric co-op because of all the politics and backstabbing and all that was going on. Some of the best jobs I had was just being a technician out in the field and just getting my list of work to be done and heading out and doing whatever I was tasked to do and then coming back at the end of the day. So I was curious, what kind of jobs have you guys had? And if they were bad jobs, what did you learn from them? I know I learned some people I didn't want to be friends with. I learned even from the bad jobs or stressful jobs that you have, you learn things, right? You learn maybe how not to treat people that are your coworkers, things like that. Have you ever had a bad job? Now that the white stuff is gone, I have to start on the green stuff now. Wow. Yeah, I know it's tough. I've been having to shovel sunshine off the front porch. It gets up so high it blocks the front door and I can't get out of the house. Van Girl is here. Van Girl Cheryl is here. Good morning. Good morning. I am not medicated enough for this, Willie. Yeah, Roy's going live at 10 a.m. Arizona time. So that'll be right now, it's 8:52, so a little over an hour. So I always told our boys that if you work with great people, you handle a bad job. That's good. That's good advice right there. Roy says the worst job I had was shoveling chicken poop at an egg farm. The best job was being a DJ. Wow, I didn't know that about you. I'll bet that was fun. So, if you guys had a bad job that you didn't care for, that you had to get out of, or what did you learn from a bad job? Yeah, people are it, huh, Susan? You can have a crappy job like Roy had, a chicken poop job, but if you have a good boss and good people to work with, well, you can shovel a lot of chicken poop when you're having a good day. Let's see, all the jobs I had, politics, we've all had to deal with politics. We've all had to deal with personalities of our coworkers, personalities of our bosses, and that's not easy sometimes. Sometimes you just have to go to work, put your nose to the grindstone, do your job, and then go home when it's all over with. Keep some money in the bank, and then I can do any crappy job is I don't have to and can leave anytime. And that's how I kind of decided on my retirement. When the bull crap got too deep, I punched out and went into retirement. I retired at 61, which is about 4 years earlier than normal retirement here. But we had money saved. We had a good retirement nest egg saved up, and it worked out really well. I've never talked to anyone who retired early and didn't like it, didn't enjoy themselves. Everybody I talked to that's retired early, being an elected official was fun until the backstabbing started happening there too. Yeah. Roy's done a lot of things. There's Ron Darrell. A lot of poop shoveled on YouTube. You got that right. There's a lot of poop shoveled on. None here, though. No, we don't have poop here. Was sleeping. So, Van Girl, my worst job was I was a secretary in an office, and my desk was right beside the office manager. who disliked me immensely. It shocked me that she was so mean. Yeah, that happens. Hopefully you were able to get out of that. So Tim is saying, well, my most recent experience, I could say, was my best and worst job. Oh, that's interesting. Work camping went from paradise to hell in a season. And I know where you're coming from, Tim. It's usually because the people, right? You can have the best job in the world, and then somebody new moves in and it changes everything. It makes it into the worst job. I know exactly what you're saying. It's those people, those butt munches, we call them. Busy day, busy week, gotta go. All right, Renee, have a great day. Excuse me, allergies. I got suspended from school. My parents made me work in the potato fields, and I learned every bad word there was in Spanish. Oh boy, that's funny. Tracy says, I worked with a couple of bad jerks in the Air Force. My husband was a naval officer, so I didn't have to put up with them for too long. That's good. Yeah, we've all had that. We've all had that. My dad retired from Freightliner early. That's great. Gracie says, my 44 years of nursing were for the most part awesome. We had coworkers, though, that were challenging. It's always the people, huh? The job can be the best job in the world, and you have to put up with the personalities and the people, and that's what makes it tough. And Gracie, I tell you what, when we need a nurse, we need a nurse. And we all appreciate all the nurses in our lives. When you're in bad shape and you're gone to the hospital, who's the first one to take care of you? It's usually the nurse. The technicians are there, but I've learned that the nurses, the experienced nurses, are the ones that you want to ask the questions to. Gas line froze. 2 hours to get it going again. Ooh. No, thank you. Yeah, it's all about the people. And I've had jobs and positions too where they started off good and then they turned sour. So I took retirement for 20 to 45 and traveled the world and now have to work until I die. Well, some people do that. You know, in fact, I run into nomads out here who, during the pandemic, lost their jobs and they just liquidated everything, bought a bus or some kind of rig, and they're out living their life and knowing that they may have to go back to work, but it's okay. So I worked there for 3 years and then got a management position in the same field. Showed her that's what you do. You get successful and get promoted. But I never went back and rubbed their nose in it. You don't have to do that, right, Cheryl? You don't even have to do that. You just have to show your stuff. Thank you for being a VA nurse and caring for my father-in-law when he was in the hospital. That's cool. I know I go to the VA out here, and those nurses are just fantastic. Ron says, my worst job was being in a bad marriage. Don't get no worse than that. Well, that's the people part of it, isn't it? Having a good partner is a good life. Let's see here. Joy says, my worst job was a factory. My best job is a YouTube creator, sharing videos, because I have a camera since childhood and I can do it. My high functioning autism with anxiety. Awesome, Joy. So be sure to check out Joy Bless Life channel. She does some interesting walking live streams. seem to have lucked out and got a good wife. Good for you, Steve. I got a good one too. She's out with Lucas, keeping him out of my hair right now because he wanted to play ball this morning. So I work as a cook now in the oil rig in campfire and fire camps and love it. Wow. See, that's cool. I'll bet that's interesting. Yeah, we all have anxiety. I know. All right, so here, Ron Darrell. Ron, you should read romantic novels on YouTube. With your voice, you'd be rich in no time. Wow, yeah. Romantic novels on live stream, on Ron Darrell Adventures live stream. Yeah, he would be rich just off of YouTube because he'd have 1 million subscribers and all those women would be watching him and listening to him. There you go. Great, Tracy. Great idea. I like that. I'm just figuring that out for myself, but you're spot in there. And that's the thing when you're in a bad situation, you have to work your way out of it or escape, whatever it takes to keep your mental health where it needs to be. I agree, Lily. That's a good one for Ron. Ron, you got your marching orders, buddy. All right, so we need to push some good stories to Ron Darrell so he can read them on his live stream. Got up early today and I forgot to make breakfast. I haven't eaten breakfast either, but I need to here real soon. Here's Joy's channel. Nothing better than that. Yeah. Okay, Steve and Tina have a premiere. So let's run over there and check them out. You'd be a YouTube millionaire in no time. An old Texan man reading stories on YouTube. Yeah. Yeah, and Ron has that voice for it. Excuse me, allergies. All right. I was suspended for skipping classes and was rewarded with more absences. Isn't that funny? All right, Susan's taken off. Have a blessed week. Thanks for coming in, Susan. Thanks for sharing. How is Lucas doing with his separation anxiety? He's doing better. He doesn't like to be left, but he's getting better. And of course, we're retired like you are, Gracie. And so we spend all day with him and he runs this house, but he's doing better. He's getting used to people now, but he's getting there. Excuse me. Yeah, that is hilarious. Yeah. All right, Dirt Clod's taken off. Thank you for coming in. Thanks for the live. And thanks everybody for being here today. Tax day is tomorrow, by the way. I see I got a reminder. Just popped up. So make sure you paid your taxes because Uncle Sam will come after you. If you didn't, thanks everybody for being here today. And we will see you as soon as I find my video here. My outro. Exit video. There it is. All right, folks. We'll see you next time. Thank you.